Okay, so the whole point of putting somebody like doesn't really know about anything about Space Force uh, in charge of Space Force like Mike Pence. It's just another way for people who are already scared of encryption over end encryption to be more vague and because they want to hide behind the banner of Space Force to pass a more legislation. I think maybe that could overarch then fucking get to something that they want to uh, affect that's outside of what anybody's asking for. That's why I can't argue that this is not my problem or some shit like that. Okay. I mean, I get that. But how am I making a video? How am I making a video about this shit? Because it doesn't do me any good in some circles, maybe, and to get to some places conversationally. Like, it doesn't really do me any good if I even know that the deliberating, the holding up the definition uh, uh, of satire in the FCC court doesn't belong there or some shit like that. Like, okay, you can know that, but wouldn't it be better off if you were oblivious then? If the point is to say that you're telling me, what I hear you telling me is that the lawyers are deliberating the definition of satire in FCC court and it doesn't belong there, then aren't you better off if you don't know that? I mean, look. It does not help you conversationally. It's only you're gonna win a brownie point because you want to measure up to some people that are informed. They don't care if you try to suck their cocks. They probably don't even want you to do that. They probably would see anything else that you can grow, any other thing that you can do, that you can attribute that it is you know favorable or agreeable outcomes. So it's a wrap. We already fucking know. We ran through this already. Like, it's not like, oh, because it's whether or not they're necessary. Oh, well, fucking. How come we gotta know about shit? How do I already know? Like, I was effectively lied to? So Russell Brand is okay for coming back around and telling me again, like 20 years after the initial epiphany that we've been lied to. I think it's only because he just recently got censored, isn't it? I mean, because nobody like. I don't agree with censorship. I don't think he should have got censored. But that's just because he was censored that he's telling everybody you've been lied to. That sucks, but that doesn't matter. Like, I mean, okay, so you know that Russell Brand is take half steps and cutting corners or being a gatekeeper. I don't even know what he's gatekeeping. Does he know something that you can gatekeep? Because he told us that we've been lied to. So outside of that, like, does he know anything else? Like, everybody knows stuff. I heard about some stuff too. So okay, it's not gonna help me conversationally to know this stuff. Somewhere it's gonna help. What it's gonna help is that somewhere later on down the line, when people are getting their social security cashed in or something like that. They look like, okay, remember this time when it was very stressful and the union was under it was the threshold was being challenged. There was all this tampering with what it means to be and now you're saying you're gonna stand here and tell me to stay dangerous. Excuse me, I'm a real American. You don't know what the fuck you talking to. You got me twisted. You got because there's different like American pop is a good example, right? Like American pop was different people. Like only while they were performing and which was contributing to American pop culture, you were American pop. So that would mean that you would be all these different people. You could body jump, nigga. You could body jump this shit. What the fuck are you complaining about? Don't be talking. You're the only one that cares about that anyways. No, if it's music, you can't say that somebody, because that's funny because like if you can play a sound much to someone's liking or something, then they would like greet you with much like anticipation, and it would be like, oh, that is what is the function, like, because they were like, there's all the time in the world for figuring out functionality, like how to function, and then one moment it's not because you like something the way it sounds. It's funny to me that to me that's funny. Like you would be like, oh, this is a gift, like great, because you're gifted, or like because you're gifted, it seems like I'm getting a gift or something like that. It's not really that complicated. It's just that it takes a little bit of time to get your muscle memory in order to play what you want to hear. So you can already appreciate that a sound is something that you want to hear, then it doesn't even register, that doesn't even matter anything to me. It's just that, they got their control over their hand-eye coordination and muscle memory, reflexology, in order to be able to do that. And now that's like, oh, you know what I mean? Where because before it could be synth, I wouldn't be feeling it. I wouldn't be feeling like, oh, this is some synthetic. This is machine. This is not made by a human. Like, does that mean it sounds any worse? Yes. It doesn't harmonize with the vocal cords. So it doesn't sound, so it sounds like crap. Logic? Is that Logic?